getting some information to start. There goes the initial smoke.
And it is toward that connector position. Guardian already beyond it, is inside of the hut. Now it's a limited position. He won't have a lot of movement. They're getting closer, two already bypassing, in fact, three, as they work heavily toward this A site. Get right finding two, and Guardian goes back in. He waited his time. He came out late. They weren't expecting his presence, and two headshots already. He's looking for a third. He gets tagged down. 6 HP finally will drop as Freiburg finds him post-plant. Now 3 versus 2 and no kits on the Na'Vi side. Flamey has to work this together with Edward. He goes down. He did pick up a kit on the way up to the hut, but that's now dropped again, or rather, excuse me, to the balcony. That's dropped again a long way from Flamey. He's trying to head that direction to make this possible, but confronted by 3 who jump all around the corner at the same time and no chance at all.
Yeah, decent round there from NiP. We saw it building up. They got the long A control.
Utilizing that position quite heavily early on. No utility in the in the form of a Molotov to try and distill them, but an overcommitment from Edward will drop him down. They know now Flamey's there because he drops the gun forward, so they easily get the information that he's going to try and repeat with that AK. And when he does the second time, it's more crucial, and payments come in at large because he finds 3 quick kills. Get Right's going to take down Guardian, but that's the only kill for NiP in that sense.
That's one of the big advantages.
The arch room instead, it's out towards Statue, and this AK wants to try and find counter entries on this pick, but a good Molotov from Forrest. Does it go far enough? Just leaves him at the bottom of the stairs. Dodges the flash. Edward still has vision here. Does find the first. That's bombed down, but it's traded. A good trade on entry. That's all they need in that situation. But watch the pistols. They've taken 2 down. Seasdal drop. Zeus has an AK. Doesn't matter. Forrest finds the kill.
Yeah, we talk about that Molotov being so powerful. It does lock down that new steps position, but you can see Edward trying to make it seem like it's a little bit of a ruse. It's going to be hiding on the edge of the piece. You can see there, here we go. This is what we're looking for. These set smokes. We know them so well. We've seen them in so many tournaments. It was very creative and innovative when we first saw it, but like I said, a lot of teams know what these means now.
Well, they've got them lined up, but they're committing still onto this B site. Get right found by Guardian, who gets through the smoke. He's got a chance to go for more, but he's going to set more conservatively. Has the angle held. Bombs dropped on the site. They have to commit Get Right. Already down, and Forrest manages to pull back one. Freiburg the other. Suddenly they turn it around. I was going to say Forrest goes down to 1 HP. Trade potential was on the cards, but it's Edward. Suddenly 1 versus 3. And watch to his left, because Exist may still be inside of the site, but Freiburg was looming large and trying to find Edward on a secondary angle. He's considered it, but he's still found as Freiburg will close the round.
Yeah, so they didn't have the AWP there, didn't have as much pick potential there, and they know the drop.
Flash through from Exist. Going on this aggressively. Drop this time. Get Right alone, so not the trade potential. More emphasis on just getting into the site with force. And Get Right's fallen at the window, so a good chance again from Na'Vi because they're limited to the platform. Trades are even, but the rotations, they've already arrived from Na'Vi. As Guardian, again, low HP, but has the AWP. They'll only take him 1 chance, but he walks into the flames. It was already burning. He didn't realize. He walks over, goes down. Thankfully, Zeus pulls that back, but that's huge because now they've got more of an opening, more of an access point. No smokes left, just 1 flash. They can't cover themselves into the site to go for the fast plant. Instead, a flash out to try and get a secondary peek. And Seized is going to fall back toward connector, get away from that tight rock position. Exist thinks he's being clever here, but this smoke could cost him dearly. Trying to find the gap in it. Zeus, he's giving himself away on sound. Trade goes in, but it's 8 HP. They have to peek each other, and Seized up close is going to make it a 9-6 half in favor of NiP. The last round going to Na'Vi.
Yeah, like I said, trying to read the money game for you on Freiburg. So it's looking like though Na'Vi want to go fast towards A. All 5 players going straight down to the mid-round, but Forrest has spotted them.
That's going to put an awkward position into Forrest though as he falls back, but look at this crossfire setup. Freiburg finds one. Guess what? All the aggro goes to the right. Get Right still on the left. Late peek doesn't find a kill from it. Has to be a little bit careful that Seas doesn't hit a headshot. Tried with the burst. Back to the single. It's Exist to get closer. And Get Right, he may not even find a kill in this, but just his distraction, okay, he does in the end. Doesn't matter. It was enough. Not only that, flank coming around. It was a well-played pistol round from NiP.
That's very clever, actually. Did you see how that already panned out for the Spangs? They've got nothing else, so that's expended almost everything they had.
Was nifty, though, I will say. Something that we could potentially see used more from teams in the future. Good shot from Pith. Takes down Edward. That was the fast entry. They're going to follow that up, though. Flamey's the second man in. He gets the trade. That's his job, but he's taken down by Get Right in the end. Back and forth round, though, as Zeus is going to find him. So we sit back and wait for the next kill. It's Freiburg to find it. Guardian to pull it back once more. We stay dead even. 2 versus 2. No bomb toward the site just yet, but a late smoke will allow the cross. And Guardian's going to get toward the chicken coop as well to try and find the shot onto Freiburg. But bomb goes down before that. So a one-on-one. Forrest knows where Guardian is, or at least did. The noise will give it away again as he picks up the bomb. He just needs to play this out, try and find the angle. Smoke's dissipated. Thankfully, he's in behind the rock in its entirety, so he's not exposed to Guardian. And does he try and tap out the plant, potentially bait him out? No, he holds it, and he holds it at a very odd angle because Forrest is easily able to spot him.
He's assuming he's kind of rotated round. Maybe he's gone towards drop down through the window at that point. Forrest did give his position away, but it's quite standard at that point, I think.
Make a wish, Henry. I won't ask you what to do because you always give me some other bogus response. You refuse to be optimistic about wishes, but Pith, he's optimistic with the AWP. He'll take down Edward. Get right as well.
Hello.
Up close, Meg. 7 flashed, up 2, make it 3. He's just shooting ducks. It's Duck Hunt all over again. Welcome back to Nintendo. As Seized is going to get flashed up, 30 HP to work with. Bomb down in front of him, has to commit to this. Secondary flash, no peek. Finally there will be. They know exactly where he is. They'll play this out. Start to build up their cash. Again, avoiding reset is the goal, remember, because it was 5 rounds to the one that NiP just got. Now it's 2. A good job, a good anticipation, but will they consider it late? Not to mention as well, Freiberg in the corner. He needs to pull the aggro Forrest. He's burned alive. He's forced out with a Molotov, but smartly gets 1 kill before going down. They have spotted Freiberg, though. And his escape plan, well, a Molotov of his own and down through danger. Interestingly enough, Flamey's already gone by him, so he can actually flank him out, but Flamey's aware of it, gets the call from his team, relayed information, turns back and finds the kill. As he Molotovs off toward vents, that'll cover off part of the stairwells as well as it goes through. This is even more clever. Get right again. 1, 2. Oh, the third almost lined up, but he takes his time taking Edward. That gives Flamey a second, but Exist is there to trade it. And Seized now left in a 1 versus 2. Good position, though. Peth has no idea he's here. He's still considering shooting through the doorway for the cross, but Seized, he's already made it in. So this could pay off, but he's not confident fully in trying to peek out. 25 seconds, has the bomb. This kill on Pith could be the rotation onto B. He's going to run it right away, and it's going to be Exist that has to hunt him down. No kit, but he could pick one up on the way through. As his teammate who just perished did have one, and in fact, he's going to try to be clever about this and go for a full flank. That's going to eat up a lot of time. He did pick up a kit, but it's going to eat up a lot of time just getting there.
Problem is now he goes into that bomb site with no information whatsoever. He can't see any rotations. Seeds could be absolutely anywhere at this stage. Luckily for him, though, he's actually banking on the fact that Exist is coming from that connector or drop-down zone, so he hasn't got himself in a really advantageous position. He's waiting here as Exist comes towards the upper platform, but you can see Seized kind of sensing that now. Yeah.
Seized is waiting for it. Exactly that. Timing is everything. Exist making a ton of noise. He had to go quickly when he got there. He didn't leave himself any options, and it's too easy for Seized. They'll pull this back immediately. 12-12. We stay dead even. Remember, winner of this best of 1, straight back through to legendary status. Both these teams achieve. For information is Navi. Boost up from Freiberg, but no one to steal the aggro away at long corner. It's Freiberg instead. Or excuse me, Forrest instead, that is down in that danger position. Edward jumps around, think he would have just spotted up the first player in Freiberg and actually nails the shot when he does so. It's Zeus, takes down Forrest, Flamey in it, drop, bye-bye, get right. And we'll soon surely wave goodbye to Pith and Exist as well. In the smoke, gonna try and jump through, catch them off. Flamey finds him. Exist 1 versus 5. And I dare say this game is no longer to Exist because 16-12, Flamey will close it. And Navi, well, they're legends once more. NiP, a little bit more work to do. Back and forth.